Today, we are reverse engineering the operating system of our daily lives, our habits. We're going to deconstruct the framework of atomic habits to see how you can recode your routines for better outcomes.
This is the core principle. Goals are your destination, sure, but your systems are the vehicle that gets you there. A goal without a system is really just a wish your inner critic can use against you later. So our focus today is on upgrading that vehicle. All right, here's our strategic plan. We'll start with the core concept, then move into two powerful strategies, a bonus protocol to get things moving, and finally, an immediate action plan for you to execute.
Think about it. Your current reality, whether that's your knowledge, your health, even the amount of clutter in your room, is just a lagging measure of your past habits. It's the sum of countless tiny choices repeated over time. This is where we get the term atomic habit. Like atoms, these are the fundamental building blocks of a complex system. They seem insignificant on their own, but through compounding, they generate truly remarkable outcomes.
Okay, so how do we start building these atomic habits? Well, the first step is to fix a common bug in our thinking. The problem usually isn't a lack of motivation, it's a lack of clarity. We need to issue a precise command to our brain.
And this is the formula for that command, an implementation intention. By pre-committing to a specific time and place, you eliminate the ambiguity that leads to an action. You're not waiting for inspiration, you're executing a pre-planned order.
You can see the difference here, right? A vague goal is a suggestion your future self will probably ignore, most likely while scrolling on their phone. A precise intention is a clear, actionable command that leaves no room for debate. Now for our second idea. This one leverages operational momentum. See, no behavior happens in a vacuum. Every single action you take is a potential cue that can trigger the next one. This shows that chain reaction perfectly. You're anchoring a new desired behavior to one that's already in place. You're using momentum because our brains always prefer the path of least resistance, especially before coffee. The formula for habit stacking is beautifully simple. Instead of linking your new habit to a time and a place, you're linking it to a behavior you already do consistently. This turns your existing routine into the trigger for the new one.
The key here is specificity. The current habit has to be a clear signal. After my morning coffee works. After I take a break, on the other hand, is too vague. Ambiguity is the enemy of execution. Okay, time for a bonus protocol. This rule is designed to make starting a new habit as frictionless as possible. The easier it is to begin, the higher the probability of follow-through.
A new habit should not feel like a challenge. The initial 2 minutes of it must be easy. This creates what is sometimes called a gateway habit, a simple entry point into a much larger, more significant routine. The goal is not to get the big result right away. The goal is to master the art of showing up. You don't have to run the marathon on day one. You just have to prove to your brain that you own running shoes. Standardize before you optimize. Now, let's turn theory into execution. The first law of behavior change is to make it obvious. And to do that, you first have to become aware of what you're already doing. So here's your mission for the next 24 hours. Conduct a system audit. List every action you take from the moment you wake up to when you go to sleep. Then just score each one based on its outcome. And a crucial point, this exercise is not for self-judgment. It is purely data collection. Think of it as checking the background processes on your brain.exe to see what's actually running. I've compiled this into a clean PDF and an action worksheet for you. The link is waiting in the description or the pinned comment. If this was useful, hit like, share it with someone else who could use it, and subscribe for more systems analysis. And finally, comment below, what's the next step you are going to take in the next 24 hours?